We're best friends. It's the least I can do. Go on, drink up.
Elena Wong, I thought we were best friends. Why would you do this to me?
Let me go. My husband is the captain. He won't let you get away with this.
The captain's wife? That makes it even more exciting.
Julian, save me. There was something in my wine.
Julian, what should we do? I'm so scared.
Don't worry, baby. It's just a common thunderstorm. I don't even give a damn about it.
Julian, you really are an amazing captain.
Baby, I'm even more amazing in bed, as you well know. It's just a little thunderstorm. I'm not wasting time on a detour. I said I'd take you to Paris for your birthday, and I won't be late.
Julian, your wife is having the time of her life with 2 men right now. As soon as we land, I'll release the video. By then, she'll be known as a disgusting cheater. You'll get a perfect divorce, and we can finally beat it together.
So the trip to Paris wasn't for our anniversary at all.
It was to celebrate this bitch's birthday!
I want Elena to be my mommy. I don't like Sierra. She's not pretty and she doesn't even have a job. She's not good enough for Daddy.
Good boy, Bruce.
I gave everything for this family, only to be met with your combined betrayal.
Julian Chen! Elena Wong! You! So, these 7 years of marriage were nothing but lies. They betrayed me, framed me, and even the child I raised with such effort looks down on me.
If I could do it over again, I will never let them off the hook.
I'm still alive. I actually went back to a year before the crash, Mr. Julian Chen.
To protect your pathetic ego, I hid my identity as the daughter of the world's richest man. I gave up my beloved flying career and willingly become a housewife. For all these years, I even used my family trust fund to pave the way for you, turning you into a star captain.
I never thought you would have betrayed me so long ago. Fine. Since fate has given me a second chance this time, I will take back everything you owe me with interest. Julian, Elena, you disgusting couple, I won't be fooled by you ever again. Darling, Sierra's nothing more than an ignorant housewife now. You're the most dazzling star captain in the entire industry. Aren't you embarrassed to be seen with her every day?
Don't mention her. She's useless now. Not like you. Beautiful and capable. You're the one who actually makes me look good.
Julian! Elena! You two! Julian, Elena! What a coincidence! I missed you guys so much. Elena, it's been a while.
Sierra, you're awake. We were just waiting for you to go celebrate Bruce's birthday.
Exposing you two like this would be too easy. I'm gonna make you feel the same betrayal and pain I suffered.
Sierra, you look stunning in that dress. If you go out like that, you'll definitely have plenty of suitors. Julian, if you don't cherish Sierra, you're gonna regret it.
This is my best friend. She used to constantly drive a veg between Julie and me. I was stupid to think she was actually helping me.
Sierra, why are you dressed like that? How attention glowing? Here think you're a slut.
In my past life, this was how Julian broke me down. He didn't let me wear makeup or dress up. I didn't even dare buy new clothes for him, fearing he'd think I was a bad woman.
Elena, realize I don't want her to come with me. I want you.
Good boy, Bruce. Oh, Sierra, are you usually too strict with him? Look how clingy Bruce is with me. He's not close to you at all.
Sierra, you don't even have a job, yet you can't even take care of a child at home.
I wish Elena were my mommy. She's a chief flight attendant. She's hardworking and capable. She's the perfect for a captain like Daddy.
Since you like Elena so much, why don't you let her be your mama?
Fine, you're ugly and broke anyway. You wouldn't even buy me peanut butter yesterday. You're such a useless woman.
I didn't let you have that peanut butter peanuts. One bite could kill you. I gave up everything for this family and Julian's career, only was so blind to be deceived by you all. How pathetic.
Sierra, he's just a kid. Are you really going to lose your temper with your own child?
How pathetic I was. Elena, since you're so desperate to be the lady of this house, I'll step aside for you. Sierra, what's wrong? I didn't mean it like that.
You're making a scene again. They were just joking, but you have to act out just to get my attention. Sierra, just stay home and clean the house. I'm taking them to the birthday party. You're not coming.
If Mom comes, my classmates will laugh at me. I want Elena to be my mommy. She's so beautiful.
Sierra, you've finally come to your senses. Back at the flight academy, you aced every subject with perfect scores. Your grades were far better than Julian Chen's. You were supposed to be our finest ace pilot, but you gave up flying for a marriage. I've always felt it was such a waste.
True. Julian didn't perform as I did back then, but for the sake of his ego, I was willing to give up being a pilot. I became a housewife and used everything I had to help him succeed. My sacrifices that would end up being so unappreciated.
Regardless, it's good to have you back. You're brilliant. As long as you resume training, the exams would be no problem at all. I have high hopes for you.
Dates that I'm not just going to fly. I'm going to take back everything that belongs to me. Whoa, Julian, is that Sierra? What the hell is she doing at the base? She's just a housewife. She does nothing but cook and clean all day. What's she doing at your work? Wait, you think she's onto us after yesterday? Did she come here just to throw you under the bus with the bosses? Look, you're the golden boy now. If she causes a scene, your rep is toast.
Sierra, it's bad enough that you throw tantrums at home, but now you're coming to my workplace to make a scene? Look at how pathetic and shabby you look. You're an embarrassment to me. Get the hell back home now!
Julian Chan, you'd better not live to regret that slap.
Sierra, you're still playing these games with me? You are absolutely impossible!
7 years. I was such a fool. For the sake of Julian Chan's ego, I gave up being a pilot, gave up my status as the heir to the Astor family, and gave up the skies I loved so much. What a complete joke.
Sierra, stop drinking. It's not worth ruining yourself over a piece of trash like him.
Arthur Kingsley? What are you doing here? Have you come to laugh at me too?
How could I ever laugh at you? Sierra, since we were kids, I've never been able to take my eyes off you.
When you hid your identity for him and settled for being a housewife, do you have any idea how much it drove me crazy? But I endured it. I've been waiting for you. Today I heard you went back to the flight crew for the evaluation. Sierra, you're finally ready to dump that loser, aren't you?
You know everything?
I know everything. Since he doesn't know how to cherish you, let me be the one to love you. Sierra, come back to me. You know, the moment I heard you were retaking the pilot exam, I couldn't wait to fly back.
Fine.
Sierra, do you know, in my past life, I left this place in heartbreak after seeing you get married, only for us to die together in that plane crash. Now, I've returned to a year before the accident. Thank God I waited until the day you left him. This time, I will win your heart back no matter what.
Sienna.
What, scared? The great head of the Kingsley Group and you lack this much courage?
Sierra, this is my first time.
What?
I've stayed chaired for you all these years. I don't want anyone but you. Sierra, I finally waited for this day.
In that case, I'll take responsibility for you.
Sierra, forget all the pain from the past. From now on, I am yours.
Bruce is dying!
What happened to Bruce?
He's covered in hives and went into shock. The doctor says it's a severe allergic reaction. What kind of mother are you anyway?
Sierra?
Something happened to Bruce. He's at the hospital. Arthur, I'm sorry. I have to go. It's all my fault. I didn't know Bruce was allergic to peanuts. I can't even take care of a child properly.
It's not your fault, Elena. You were just trying to be kind and make him something to eat.
You still have the nerve to show up?
Elena's been working herself to the bone taking care of the kid, and where were you?
Julian, I warned you a year ago that Bruce must never touch peanuts. I stepped aside to let you be a family, and this is how you take care of him? And now you're blaming me? Bruce, Mommy's here.
Go away! I don't want a useless mother like you! I want Elena! Her cookies were so good, and she gave them to me because she cares. From now on, I want Elena to be my mommy.
Bruce, I'm asking you one last time. Do you really not want me to be your mother anymore?
I only want Elena! Get out! Get the hell out of here!
You think Elena is better too, and you choose her, right? If this is what you all want, then I'll grant your wish.
Sierra, stop acting. Aren't you just doing this to get my attention? Give it a rest. This little tantrum of yours only makes me more disgusting.
Fine. Since this is what your whole family wants, then I will let you have it. Julian, every time she wanted you to coax her and love her, she'd leave in a huff like this just so you go after her. It's fine. Bruce is what matters right now.
You're right. Sierra's always like this. She's not nearly as sensible as you. Sierra, you're finally willing to contact your father?
Dad, I want to come home.
Sierra, you're actually leaving? Bruce is still lying in that hospital bed and you're choosing now to throw a tantrum and quit?
She's right, Sierra. Even if you have a problem with me, you can't gamble with a child's life. Walking away like this is just so irresponsible.
Responsibility? I've given more than enough over the past 7 years. Now you're the ones who threw it away. Since you don't cherish it, I'm leaving.
You've been a housewife for 7 years, pinching pennies just to buy a cup of coffee. What do you have? Without me, you won't even be able to afford a meal. On behalf of everyone at Astor Airways, welcome home, Miss Astor.
Welcome home, Miss Astor!
Miss Astor? What? Astor Airways?
Julian, do you really think you became Global Air's star pilot on your own merit?
I'm the one who put you in that seat, and I can drag you down into the mud in an instant.
You think hiring a few actors and renting some luxury cars is gonna scare me? You must have spent a fortune on this stunt just to spite me. Isn't your credit card maxed out yet?
Exactly, Sierra. Your acting is way too fake. If you were really the daughter of the richest man, how could you have spent the last 7 years doing laundry and cooking at home every day? This is hilarious. Whether I am or not, you'll find out at tomorrow's anniversary gala. I hope you don't regret this.
Sierra, you're finally back. I told you that loser isn't worthy of you. He hurt you again. I really want to just take care of him for good.
No need. Dealing with someone like him doesn't require your personal intervention.
Sierra, as long as you let me stay. I don't care about being the CEO of Kingsley Group. I can walk away from a multi-billion-dollar business. I just want to be your personal butler and take care of you. Please?
Arthur, get up first. Don't be like this.
Sierra, since you were the one who pulled me up, then don't you ever think about pushing me away again for the rest of your life.
Stop it. Tomorrow is the Astor Airways anniversary gala. I have to attend, and it wouldn't look good if anyone saw this.
You sent Julian an invitation 6 months ago. Otherwise, with his status, he wouldn't even be qualified for a gathering like this. Sierra, when he sees me tomorrow, I want him to see clearly that you belong to me.
This is the very gala he's been dying to attend. I'm going to deliver the fatal blow right where it hurts him most.
Sierra, you're so beautiful when you're like this.
Hey, are you blind?
I'm sorry, ma'am. It wasn't intentional.
Hurry up. If you ruin my dress, a poor person like you couldn't afford to pay me back in a lifetime. My husband is a future airline executive. One word from him and you're out of New York.
Enough. Why bother with someone of his class? Don't lower yourself to his level.
Well, if it isn't the desperate housewife Julian cricked out. Did you buy a knockoff dress just to sneak into an event like this? This cut is clearly a cheap imitation. Sierra, you need to know your place. A high-end gala like this isn't for someone aesthetic as you.
Sierra, haven't you embarrassed yourself enough? Get lost. You're an eyesore.
Security! Over here! There's a thief who snuck in! Throw her out right now!
Elena, are you sure you want to kick me out?
I'm not just kicking you out. I'm gonna show everyone exactly how pathetic a woman like you is.
Mr. Kingsley, please forgive our intrusion.
Who gave you the audacity to touch my woman?
That's impossible.
Sierra, is this your new boy toy? You hired some rich guy to put on a show just to spite me, didn't you?
Julian, did you see her neck? She must have used her body to hook this man.
Sierra, it's useless even if you find a sugar dad to back you up. I'm going to be a senior executive at this company. See this? This is an invitation sent to me personally by the mysterious CEO of Astor Airways 6 months ago.
The CEO thinks very highly of me. Once I make the connection tonight, I'll be a top executive. Sierra, when that time comes, even if you beg me on your knees for a remarriage, I won't give you a second look.
Did you hear that?
Our future status is a height that trash like you, who sleeps her way in, could never reach in a lifetime.
Julian, you're pathetic. How do you think you got that star captain title? I used the power of the Astor family to make you famous. Even that invitation in your hand was signed and sent by me personally 6 months ago. I am the CEO of Astor Airways. Are you really that looking forward to meeting the CEO?
Of course.
Then you'll see them very soon. When that happens, try not to cry.
My dear daughter, I'm going out there right now to announce your identity.
and make them beg for scraps on the street!
Father, there's no need.
Mr. Astor, I believe Sierra has her own plan.
Father, I was a better pilot than him back then. But for his sake, I threw away my identity and gave up flying. Now I'm going to defeat him fair and square in the sky in the very field he's most proud of.
Mr. Astor, good evening. I'm Julian Chan, the youngest captain at Astor Airways. It's a great honor to receive your private invitation. I've been looking forward.
Mr. Astor, I'm Elena Wang, your purser in first class. A toast to you. I'm so sorry, Mr. Astor. Let me clean that up for you right away.
Don't soil my clothes with your cheap perfume. Throw these two idiots who smucked in out onto the street.
If Sierra hadn't insisted on beating them fair and square, I would have made these two disappear from Wall Street long ago.
Sierra, have you lost your mind? Coming here for a recertification evaluation? What have you done for the past 7 years besides baking apple pies and trimming lawns in the suburbs? Do you think flying a plane is as easy as driving that beat-up family station wagon of yours?
Don't think you're all that just because you hooked up with some man. Julian, have you forgotten that your grades weren't even as good as mine?
You.
Today, I'm here to challenge you.
Fine. Fine. Since you begging to be humiliated, let's have a match. The loser gets the hell out of this company.
Deal.
Terrain, pull up!
Climb, damn it! Climb for me!
No, this is impossible!
This is impossible! There's a bug in the system! How could a housewife complete a crosswind landing? She cheated! She didn't cheat. She is the only record holder with perfect scores in all subjects since the founding of America's top flight school. You lost, and now you're framing others? I get it, Mr. Astor. You're defending her so much because she's sleeping with you. Shut your filthy mouth. Sierra is my biological daughter, the sole heiress of the Astor family. 7 years ago, she was already the CEO behind the zeros of this Halcon. It was to protect your pathetic male ego that she gave up her status as heir to be your full-time wife. Even your title as a star pilot was packaged by her spending millions of dollars to bribe the media. And you dared to cheat on her and trade how you come fired.
Julian, if you had acted even a little bit like a good husband who loved his wife, this airline worth hundreds of billions and even half of Manhattan's real estate would have been trust assets under your name. Too bad you threw it all away for a cheap flight attendant. Now, this company and Sierra are all mine.
You're a bankrupt loser without a job now! You ruined my dream of being a wealthy socialite!
Shut up! It's all your fault, you greedy bitch! You were the one constantly whispering in every day, forcing me in the cabbage and you're getting a divorce. I would already be the son-in-law of New York's richest man. I'll kill you!
I told you I will take back everything that belongs to me.
Is the pressure okay?
It's perfect. Arthur, your technique is the most professional after all.
At your service, my queen. Wait, let me.
Sierra, you lying cheat. You're the heir to the Astor family. Why the hell did you lie to me?
Babe, do you want me to keep massaging your legs? And where did you say you wanted me to kiss next?
Stop it. Quit playing.
Sorry about that. She's a bit tied up with her mouth right now. No time to talk to you.
That's a sound she never made with me. They did it. They actually slept together. Ah! I'll kill you both!
Mommy! Don't marry him! Daddy said this man is a villain and he's going to steal our trust fund!
Everyone! Don't be fooled by this engagement party. Arthur doesn't love Sierra at all. I have an internal recording of his meeting to acquire Astor Airways. He only came back to the country to swallow your family fortune.
Do you trust Julian or me?
You miscalculated, Julian. I trust Arthur.
In my past life, when the plane crashed, Arthur was the one who held me. Arthur protected me.
I won't allow anyone to slander Arthur. Security, throw Julian out of here!
Sierra! You can't do this to me! I am Bruce's father! You heartless woman!
Mom, you really don't want me anymore?
Bruce, did you forget? You were the one who gave up on me first.
Arthur! Sierra! You bastards! You drove me into a corner! I won't let you get away with this!
Julian, what the hell happened to you? Why do you look like a stray dog? Where's the money? Didn't you say you could get the cat?
It's all gone. We got kicked out.
Useless! Total trash! You can't even take down a stay-at-home wife? You said Sierra was an easy target, so soft and spineless, and now we're stuck living in this dump?
Shut up! If you hadn't cooked up that stupid fake evidence scheme, I wouldn't be ruined. I was an idiot to trust you and let you stay in my house. Get out!
Cough! Cough! You worthless man! Let go of me! Lest I'll kill you! The heir? So that Arthur guy is actually a top-leer tycoon? Why am I wasting time on this deadbeat? If I can land him, I'll have everything. If that bitch Sierra could seduce him, why can't I? Once I land him, I'll have everything. Help! Please help me! Arthur, I have nowhere to go. If you take me and I'll serve you, I'll do anything.
Filthy.
Arthur, I'll make you regret this.
Get in.
Thank you.
What, is this some kind of kink of yours? Sierra? What are you doing here?
I was just terrified. I needed my queen to protect me.
Holy shit, isn't that the flight attendant who brags on Instagram? Look at her. Stop filming! Please stop!
The trash is taken out. Ready to go home?
Let's go.
You greedy parasite! You bitch! You ruined everything for me!
I ruined you? You're the one who's a total loser, couldn't even keep your own wife! In bed, you're nothing but a weak, pathetic coward!
Sierra, I was wrong! I really know I was wrong! Sierra, for the sake of our 7 years together, please forgive me? You've always been the one I love! Please, give me one more chance!
Forgive you? Julian, you just make me sick. In my past life, I gave you everything. But in the end, just to throw a birthday party for Elena, you maniac forced a plane to take off in a thunderstorm, killing hundreds of passengers just to bury your love. I must have been blind to love you, to trust you all these years.
Bruce, check out your new mom. Elena's blowing up online. Looks just like a stray dog, doesn't Elena? Heard your dad went broke? You guys can't even afford a hot dog now?
Leave me alone! My mom runs Aster Aviation! Sierra's rich!
Liar! If you had a rich mom, why are you always on the free lunch program?
I want Sierra's apple pie. I don't want to be hungry anymore. I'm going to find Sierra.
Sierra, the kid snuck into the building during the chaos. He insisted on seeing you. We couldn't get rid of him.
Mom! Mom, I was wrong. Dad gets drunk every night at the motel and Elena won't feed me. I'm so hungry. Please take me home. I only want you as my mom.
Bruce, back at the hospital, you pointed at me and called me a useless housewife.
I'm sorry. Please, Mom, forgive me.
Since you chose that glamorous flight attendant's Elena, go back to the life you picked.
I rages that morality raises a Yev. I for you just if you chose you betrayed my life, father. Now is no room for you in my world anymore.
No, Mom, I don't want to go back.
Do you want me to send someone to run them out of New York for good?
No need. Letting them rot away in the gutter is punishment enough.
Keep your schedule clear tonight. I'm taking you somewhere. I have a surprise for you. I guess the one idea was to you.
Okay.
We're here.
Arthur, this is...
You gave up flying for a scumbag. From today on, the sky belongs to you. Wherever you want to fly, I'll go with you. Sierra, I don't want to wait another day. Will you marry me? Let me give you the Kingsley Group and my life.
I do.
Put me down!
Never. Not in this lifetime. Sierra, still burning the midnight oil? I remember you used to have a weak stomach. I stopped by the corner shop and got you your favorite cheeseburger.
Get out. How did security let you in?
Sierra, I know I was wrong. These past few days, all I could think about was when we first got married. We were poor, but we were happy, weren't we? Give me a chance to make it up to you?
Julian, stop putting on a show. You don't miss me. You miss the life I used to give you. Take your trash and get lost.
There's a man in shabby clothes staring at me. It's scary.
Arthur, are you seriously playing the victim right now? Sierra, look, is he trying to hit me?
Don't be afraid. He's just a nobody stranger. What delicious food did you bring?
Wagyu with black truffle, freshly made by a top chef. Let's eat while it's hot. Ready to go home?
Yes, let's go home.
Sierra, have I really lost you for good?
You dare seduce my husband? Look at yourself in the mirror, you cheap trash! Let go of me! He promised to buy me a bag first! Sierra! Did you come here to laugh at me? You ruined me! I'll kill you!
Elena, you're pathetically stupid. If you had just stayed loyal and treated me like a real friend, I could have given you more money than you could ever spend. With my status as the heir of the Astor family, even the scraps from my table would have been enough to give you the life you always dreamed of. But instead, you threw it all away for that pathetic vanity and stole that loser Julian from me. This is all your own doing.
Water. Anyone? Back then, no matter how late I came home, there was always a warm floor lamp waiting in the living room. Sierra'd bake bread for me and cook pasta, but now it's all gone. Sierra, I'm sorry. I can't live without you.
Sierra, I'm sick. I feel so awful. Please take me back, okay? I know you still love me.
Sorry, Sierra just exhausted herself. Sierra's fast asleep now and can't take your call.
Arthur, what are you doing there? Put Sierra on the phone.
Shh. Keep your voice down. If you wake Sierra up, I'll get angry. Stop calling. Get lost, you loser. Or else I won't just stop at making you bankrupt. Tell the acquiring party to slash the offer by 20%. If they don't sign in 10 minutes, drive them bankrupt. Get out. Yes, sir. If you look at that loser one more time, I honestly don't know what I'll do.
I didn't reply. It's just the spam texts that are annoying.
I cut my finger on the contract paper while signing. It hurts. Help me put a bandage on it.
Wait one more second, and the wound probably would have healed itself.
Tonight, the engagement banquet of Sierra, heiress of the Astor family, and Arthur, CEO of Kingsley Group, is being broadcast live across the city.
Sierra used to wait up for me every single night. I chose that woman, Elena, and I pushed away the best person in the world to me. Sierra! I was wrong! Please come out and see me! Sierra! I'm the blind fool! Elena's just a greedy liar! All I can think about is how you used to leave the light on for me and make coffee every night. Please give me one more chance to make it up to you. Sierra! You finally agreed to see me. Look, I found the flight notes you wrote me back then. I read every word. I know how much you love me.
Those are just scraps of paper that should have been thrown in the trash a long time ago, just like you.
No. Sierra, let's start over, okay? I'm willing to be your slave.
Julian, Sierra was supposed to be resting today because she was exhausted last night. You screaming out here gives her a headache. I can't end to see her in pain.
Arthur! You bastard! Did you touch her?
She's my fiancé. I've touched her. Everything in Kingsley Group, including me, belongs to her. You're not even fit to tie her shoes. Stay away from my woman.
Sierra, do you really not want me anymore?
Julian, seeing you like this just makes me sick. Arthur, it's too cold out here. Let's go inside.
Okay, whatever you say. Let's go back to sleep.
What have I missed? Sierra! Cry louder! Don't stop!
Mommy! Mommy, I'm so cold! I'm so hungry!
Bruce! Sierra! Please, for the sake of the child, save him! He hasn't eaten at school for days!
Mommy, Daddy said if I cry pitiful enough and say I miss you, you'll forgive us and take us back to the big house?
The fact that you're doing this is just disgusting.
Bruce, I seem to recall you complaining that your mom couldn't buy you the latest limited edition gaming console. And calling her a useless woman, didn't you?
Now that your dad is broke and can't give you the life you want, you suddenly want to run back to your mom? For such a young kid, can you be so rotten?
Arthur, shut up! This is our family business!
Security. Since when is this mall entrance a hangout for shameless beggars? Throw them out.
Move! Get out of here! Don't cause trouble!
Let's go. Watching this kind of drama ruins the mood.
All right, let's go get your favorite dessert to settle your nerves.
Mom, please don't leave me. I know I was wrong.
Arthur, all the European board members for the Crossbond merger meeting are online. It's a 300 million euro acquisition. They say if you don't show up...
300 million? Tell them to wait.
But they're threatening to pull out their investment.
Let them pull out. Tell them the meeting is postponed. Making breakfast for my wife is more important. If they don't like it, they can get lost.
Sierra, good morning. I made heart-shaped eggs. Look, I burned my hand.
So delicate. I didn't see you flinching when signing those contracts. The mighty CEO of Kingsley Group. Skipping meetings to kneel here like a puppy begging for praise.
Contracts are just worthless paper. Out there, I'm a ruthless CEO. But in front of you, I'm just your devoted lapdog. Sierra, you haven't given me my reward yet. I want a good morning kiss. Open up. I'll serve you like this for the rest of my life.
A lifetime? Your time is billed by the second. I can't afford to hire you.
For you, I'm free for life. I'd even pay you to keep me.
Sierra, can't you stay home today? You have so many captains under you. Why do you have to inspect it personally?
Be good, don't mess around. This is hindering to me, I must over self.
But wearing this uniform, it's too eye-king. The thought them staring at you with those admire eyes makes me want to gouge their eyes out.
The great head of Kingsley Group, lacking that much confidence?
That's not allowed either. Before you leave, I'm collecting some interest.
All right, if you keep messing around, I'll be late.
Be good and wait for me at home.
Prepare the car. Switch to the most inconspicuous black SUV.
Mr. Arthur, you have 2 video conferences later.
Cancel them.
Yes. But where exactly are you going? I'm going to watch personally and see who dares to get close to my woman.
Sierra, could you personally walk me through the crosswind landing technique? I heard you like cappuccino, so I ran out to get you one. You're my biggest role model.
These lewdards actually dare to compete with me for her.
Arthur, what's wrong now? Who upset our big CEO?
Sierra, I don't want you looking at them. What's so interesting about those pretty boys? Wearing tight shirts to show off their muscles on purpose?
Sierra, are they stronger than me? More obedient than me? How could you smile at them like that?
Since you're so insecure and so jealous, I'll just have to use action to shut you up.
Sierra, you said it.
Sierra, your acquisition price. It's only 30% of the market value. You can't just drive us to the wall like this.
Have you forgotten how you publicly mocked me at the gala? I haven't. That's the price. Not a penny more.
Arthur, you're the head of Kingsley Group. Please talk some sense into Sierra. Our board simply can't accept this price.
Don't look at me. Within the Kingsley and Astor families, Sierra calls the shots. I'm just here to sign the checks, provide the funds, and remove any obstacles.
I used to be a captain. I know the airport inside out. I haven't eaten in days. Sierra! Sierra, save me! Sierra! I can't find a job anywhere. No company in the entire industry dares to hire me. For old time's sake, please help me.
Julian, you don't deserve it. You were quite cooperative at the conference table today. The mighty CEO of Kingsley, willingly serving as my backdrop?
I told you, within Kingsley Group, you call the shots. Astor Aviation is nothing. My queen, anything you desire, I will lay the finest treasures of this world at your feet. My wealth, my power, and my very soul all belong to you.
The whole world is too heavy. I only want you, my obedient, devoted lapdog, to wag his tail for me forever.
Forever kneeling before you, my queen.
You actually snuck into my place to steal money? Give it back!
Get off me! This is mine! Keep dreaming! You despicable man! Now you're even robbing me of my last bit of cash? You're not even a real man!
You bitch! Because of you, I lost my chance to join a billionaire family! You ruined my entire life!
Look! Isn't that the former star pilot from Global Airlines? Why is he acting like a beggar?
Oh my god, this is a live show! This is insane!
Darling, seems like the entertainment tonight is quite something.
It's just an eyesore.
Don't worry, this is just the appetizer. I've already pushed this video to the global aviation community. Their paths are completely cut off now.
Julian Faith of Bay abandoned his fate, exactly what your sins deserve.
Former captain reduced to a street brawl. Live stream meltdown goes viral.
What happened?
I didn't want to worry you. The rain was too heavy yesterday. When Julian went crazy and shoved us, I only wanted to protect you. I wasn't paying attention to myself. What is a small injury like this? As long as it makes you feel bad for me, it's worth it. It's just, am I too useless? I failed to completely solve that problem for you, and I made you worry about me instead.
Don't talk nonsense. I should be the one thanking you.
There's something I want to hear your opinion on. Julian reached out to Astor Aviation today through some connections and submitted his resume. I know you can be soft-hearted. After all, you were married once.
If you think giving him a way out would ease your conscience, I could pretend I don't know or even give him a helping hand. I don't want you to think I'm a merciless villain.
Soft-hearted? Being soft-hearted towards a man like that is cruel to myself, Arthur. I forbid you to help him.
Hello, Julian. Due to background issues, Astor Aviation cannot hire you. Furthermore, you've been blacklisted across the aviation industry.
No!
Dad, the doctor said I'll die if I eat this. I don't want it!
Shut up! Only if you're dying will that heartless woman come back. Once we remarry, you'll have endless designer shoes and steaks. Eat it!
Mommy, save me.
Sierra! The kid had an accident. He's dying. He keeps away in for a complete family. For the sake of our Zizzy flesh and blood, let's him remake-win. I promise I'll be in your newly to make up to you.
Remarry? You mean remarry in prison to you?
You actually gambled with your own son's life? Julian, you are scum.
From now on, I will have my lawyer file for a restraining order and petition the court to terminate your parental rights. You will never see him again for the rest of your life.
You owe Jace a massive debt. If you can't cover it today, you can say goodbye to those legs.
No! I have money. I can pay it back. I have evidence. Julian still owes me money. He definitely has hidden cash somewhere.
Julian, you were the one who became useless first. Don't blame me for this. I'm here to report former Captain Julian officially. He falsified flight logs, violating federal aviation safety regulations.
The flight logs here appear to have been altered as well?
Yes. I was the one who helped him input all this fake data. As long as you can prove I was coerced and lured by him, I'm willing to cooperate with any investigation.
Elena! That venomous bitch! I divorced my wife for her, and she dares to report me? I'll kill her! I'll strangle her with my bare hands! Look that day! I might get your bare hands!
Witness Elena, you are under oath. Please provide testimony regarding the case of defendant Julian involving federal aviation fraud and endangering public safety.
Your Honor, Julian not only forged flight logs, but he also drank alcohol multiple times before takeoff. He threatened me with firing to force me to alter scheduling records to cover up his crimes. He is a madman who risked hundreds of lives for his own pathetic vanity.
I faked it. What about you? Your Honor, don't believe this lying bitch. To hook up with VIPs in first class, she even drugged our crew members. Every cent she spent on cosmetic surgery to pose as a socialite was stolen from my account. She is the dirtiest parasite.
You're lying. This was all your idea. Now that you're finished, you want to drag me down as your scapegoat?
Order in the court! The federal jury has found the defendant Julian guilty of aviation credential fraud and felony reckless endangering of public safety. This court hereby orders the permanent regulation of your federal pilot license and the seizure and fraudulation of all illegal proceeds.
No, I was supposed to be New York's top captain. It's all over.
Furthermore, witness Elena. Based on new evidence submitted by the prosecution, You are implicated in multiple counts of financial extortion and perjury. Bailiff, take her into custody.
What? No! The prosecution said if I testified against him, I'd get immunity. You can't arrest me!
Stop resisting.
Julian got a lifetime flying ban, and Elena is locked up, too. It's finally over.
No, Sierra, this is a new beginning.
"7 years of nightmares. I thought I'd feel empty after getting revenge. Was it worth it? You even suspended your European projects just to help me set up the trap."
As long as it makes you smile, the entire Astor Aviation is just a bargaining gym.
Sierra, the trash is all cleaned up. Julian can never taint your sight again, and that child will grow up facing the punishment he deserves.
If it weren't for you, I couldn't have won so cleanly.
You would have won, but I would never let you face it alone.
Now, can your eyes hold only me?
The mighty CEO of Astor. If your subordinates saw you like this, would they still fear you?
In front of you, I don't need them to fear me. I just need you to love me.
Sierra, in this lifetime, you won't get to leave my side again, not even for a step.
Today, Sierra, heiress of Astor Aviation, and Arthur, CEO of Kingsley Group, attended the New York Charity Gala together, donating $10 million to the education fund on site.
Mom. That's my mom. I want to go back to New York. I don't want to stay here. I'm the young master of the family. Let me make a phone call. If I ask, my mom will definitely send a helicopter to pick me up. You have no idea how helicopters, no idea how powerful my family is.
There are no young masters here. Wake up, Bruce. Your own mother signed the papers to send you here.
Impossible. Sierra wouldn't be that heartless. I'm Sierra's only son.
You have no privileges whatsoever. No visits and no outside communication. Now clean up this mess you made. And since you refuse to eat, you forfeit tomorrow's breakfast.
I clearly had the best mother in the world. Elena lied to me. Dad used me. And I was the one who pushed her away with my own hands. She will never forgive me again.
Sweeping trash every day, doing dirty work every day. Why did I end up like this?
I'm Sierra, Chief Pilot of Astor Aviation. The sky has never closed its doors to the brave.
Sierra, it's you again.
Captain Sierra is truly amazing. Young and accomplished, living the high life.
Some people are just born to be up in the clouds, unlike us, working at the bottom.
Well, well, isn't this the former ace captain Julian? Now you're reduced to sweeping garbage. Life's treating you great, huh? Julian violated the rules and got banned from flying, and Julian is up to his eyeballs in debt. Serves Julian right. Everyone looks down on Julian now. So arrogant back then, so pathetic now. Compared to Sierra now, you're not even fit to be mentioned in the same breath. You're not even dust compared to Sierra. What on earth did I do? I lost the billionaire's daughter who truly cared for me. I personally pushed away the best pilot in the world.
Maintenance logs, cabin safety equipment, and backup parts. I want every inch of this hangar inspected. Zero tolerance for any risk.
Sierra! Sierra, look at me! Please, just one look! I know I screwed up. I mean it this time. No more games! Just give me my job back! I don't need to be captain. Make me a junior cop pilot. Hell, I'll sweep the damn floor in there, please!
Freeze! Back off! Who let this bum onto the tar pack?
I'm not a bum! I'm a former captain! I need to see Sierra! Let me in!
Former captain? You mean the guy who got canned and disgraced? Take one more step and you're getting hauled off in cuffs.
You've been at it all day. Let the guards handle this trash. Don't let some nobody ruin your mood.
I closed that chapter a long time ago. Whatever happens to Julian, it's not my concern.
I'm here now. Nobody's ever getting close enough to bother you again. Just focus on being CEO and chief pilot.
With you by my side, I'm not afraid of anything.
Look at Julian out there.
Julian is not even good enough to shine your shoes. Pathetic. That seat was mine! And so was Sierra! How is this fair? This is Astor Aviation, Sierra, a century-old institution, not your little whirl ground. You vanished for 7 years to play housewife, and now you waltz back in demanding the top job? You don't have the resume. You don't have the grit. You're just a housewife who got bored.
Exactly. This is absurd. Nobody walks back in after 7 years of doing laundry and takes the VP seat.
I didn't vanish. I was mastering flight systems and aviation safety protocols at a level none of you could comprehend. When it comes to actual flying, systems command, or handling a mid-air crisis, not a single person at this table can touch me.
Talk is cheap!
Open your eyes. A $10 billion permanent strategic baldership with Kingsley. In this room, questioning Sierra is the same as waging war on my entire empire. Got it? Now get the hell out of my sight!
Sierra, did I scare you back there? I swear, I'm not usually like that. I don't just lose it on people. It's just, they were attacking you and I couldn't hold back.
Arthur, if those men saw you right now, they'd think they were hallucinating.
I couldn't care less what they think. The only thing that matters is that you don't think I'm a brute, that you're not upset.
How would I be upset? You stood up for me. I know exactly what was in your heart.
Arthur, you bought the naming rights for a whole fleet route and called it Sierra's Star. Even for you, that's over the top.
My Sierra deserves the whole world on a silver platter.
You're the CEO of Kingsley, and you're down on one knee rubbing my feet? Aren't you afraid people will laugh at you?
I don't care what anyone thinks. I just want you to be comfortable, to never suffer, not even for a second. Astor Aviation is just the beginning. My goal is to have your name carved into every single flight map across the globe.
Starting today, this route only flies for one woman.
My captain, your personal co-pilot, is reporting for duty. My controls are yours. In this life, whether we soar through paradise or dive into hell, you're taking me with you. Don't you dare leave me behind. Sierra, it's been too long. You've lost weight, haven't you? Being with that bastard Arthur, you're miserable. I can tell. I know you're not happy.
They fired me? For what? Just because I wanted to see you! First my wings, now even a janitor job isn't good enough? Everyone thinks I'm worthless! It's all Arthur! Arthur's the one squeezing me out, cutting off my air, pushing me to the edge! I see it all now. You don't actually love Arthur. This whole thing is just a show to punish me.
You're still furious I fell for Elena's lies. After everything you gave up for me, you couldn't possibly fall for some slick billionaire bastard? I'm still in your heart.
Arthur's got you locked up, hasn't it, Arthur?
Using Arthur's money and power to keep you trapped, keeping you from coming back to me! Just hold on, Sierra. I'm still the best pilot in the world. I'm the only one who can save you. I'm coming to get you out.
Where did I put that meteorological report for the new route? It was right here. A safe? Hidden behind a painting? Arthur never mentioned a word about this. Let me try my birthday. These photos, all of them, 7 years of my life as a housewife. I was so miserable, so broken. I can barely stand to look at myself, but Arthur captured every single moment.
April 12, 2021. Sierra stood in line for 3 hours today, just to buy that loser, Julian, his favorite steak. My woman deserves to be worshipped, not treated like a servant.
But if this life makes Sierra happy, I'll stand in the shadows and guard Sierra forever.
All that time, I thought I was invisible. I thought nobody saw me. Julian treated me like garbage, frustrating. I felt like worthless trash there. You were always there, silently watching over me. Arthur, you fool. Why didn't you ever say a word? A second one? A black journal? Every page, it's all about me. Every detail of my life. Arthur remembered everything.
I had the dream again. Hellfire. The plane tearing apart in the clouds, screaming everywhere.
I fought through the crowd and saw Sierra close Sierra's eyes in despair. Before the fireball swallowed us whole, I threw myself over Sierra, shielding Sierra with my body. Let the flames burn through my back, peel away my skin. As long as Sierra feels 1 second less of pain, I'd fall into the abyss without regret.
How is this possible? The crash in my past life. I only knew Arthur protected me in the final moment. How could Arthur know every detail? Arthur came back too. Arthur died protecting me, and Arthur never said a word. All this time, in this new life, Arthur's been quietly staying by my side, so humble, so devoted. You idiot! My sweet, stupid idiot, why didn't you tell me?
Sierra, you've seen everything, haven't you? The photos, the journals. I know it looks sick and straight. You probably hate me now. You must think I'm some obsessive freak stalking you in the dark. But I swear I never meant anything bad. Those 7 years, watching you suffer, watching them hurt you, it nearly drove me insane. I didn't dare approach you. All I could do was watch silently from a distance. Please, Sierra, I'm sorry I kept all this hidden. I should never have recorded your life like that. Just please, don't hate me. Don't leave me.
Arthur, I was so blind and stupid. I never saw all the pain and suffering you silently endured for me. You've protected me for 2 lifetimes. You took a disaster for me. You buried your feelings. And now, I plan to spend the rest of my life making it up to you.
How do you know about that? That was supposed to happen a year from now.
In my last life, when the plane was going down, it was you who held me. Arthur, I also came back to this yen. Arthur, will you be my one and only partner? Will you stay by my side forever?
Sierra, wait, are you proposing to me? Please tell me this isn't a dream. Yes, I've waited 2 whole lifetimes for this. As long as I can stay by your side, be your rock, your devoted believer, I don't care what I have to do. In this life and the next, I will find you. We will never, ever be apart again.
I need it fast. Silicone mask and fake ground crew credentials. It has to be flawless, not a single mistake.
High-grade silicone mask plus a full forged identity package. Price just doubled, and I'll take everything you own as collateral. Are you in or out?
I'm all in! As long as I can sneak onto that maiden flight and get to see Sierra, I'll trade anything. Even my life! Enough talk. Get the package here, and the money transfers instantly.
Every cent I had left. Maxed out loan harks. Bet everything I have on this. Sierra, I've burned every bridge for you. Nobody's stopping me now. Everything's inside? Mask, forged ground crew ID, work permit, the full set. Perfect replicas. You'll waltz through airport security. Money clears, the goods are yours. With this new face, nobody remembers the disgraced ex-captain who swept streets for scraps. Arthur, you think your billions and your power can lock Sierra in a gilded cage forever? Dream on.
Relax, Miss Elena. I'm not here to make your life worse. Quite the opposite. I represent a very powerful, very private client who wants to get you out of here.
A powerful client? Look at me. Buried in debt up to my eyeballs, rotting in here on pervy charges. I'm an outcast, a trash nobody wants. Who would waste money saving me?
Someone who admires your guts and your ambition. He's willing to clear all your debts and make every charge disappear. You just say yes, and I'll have you out on medical release by tomorrow. Once the job is done, $5 million hits your offshore account.
$5 million? Just tell me what he wants me to do.
In a few days, the Future Star will have its maiden flight. You'll use your old flight attendant access and get on board.
Gets me out of this hellhole and helps me destroy Sierra. I don't care if it's sneaking onto a plane or burning the whole world down. I'm in! I will make Sierra pay!
It's done. Elena bought it completely. Dangle enough cash and Elena will do absolutely anything.
Elena didn't get suspicious? Didn't dig around about who's backing this?
Not a bit. Elena's head is full of revenge fantasies. All Elena can think about is making Sierra suffer. Elena is easy to control.
Perfect. That's exactly what I was counting on. I want everyone on that plane to join the party.
Hello?
So, do you like your new wardrobe?
A cheap knockoff dress? Economy class? Do you honestly think this trash suits me?
You're a fugitive fresh out of prison. This look will get you past security without a second glance. Now, remember your assignment. Once plane levels off, you go to first class and personally deliver the envelope to Sierra.
One lousy envelope is enough to destroy Sierra?
What's inside will strip Sierra of everything Sierra's ever owned. Do this right, and the cash and passport are yours.
There she is, Sierra, sitting pretty in first class, playing the perfect CEO while I was getting torn apart in a prison cell.
You stole my life. You stole my spotlight. Now I'm going to make your final moments a living hell.
Today, the Future Star redefines what it means to fly.
Sierra, I'm here.
Once this maiden flight is done, we're going straight to the Aegean.
Stop!
Over here! Mr. Arthur!
Arthur, what's wrong?
Nothing. Guess I just need more sleep. Come on, Captain. The whole airline's waiting for you to take that seat.
Which airline are you with? This is the A380 crew-only lounge, authorized personnel only.
Sorry about that. I'm a temp mechanic, transferred in from regional.
Just landed. Must have taken a wrong turn. Regional? There's no temporary transfers on today's manifest. Let me see your badge and work permit. Now.
Of course. Got him right here in my pocket. Just a second.
Wait a minute! Your epilodes are wrong. Who the hell are you? Don't move! I'm calling security!
You're really good at your job, kid. Shame about your luck. Nothing personal. But today, that co-pilot seat is mine. Sleep tight. Sierra Arthur.
You thought you could crush me and fly off into the sunset together? Up at 40,000 feet, there's no money, no bodyguards. Nobody's coming to save you.
Carter, what took you so long? Ground control's been on my back. The whole world's watching this flight. We cannot be late.
Sorry, Jack. Stomach's acting up. Won't happen again.
Miss Sierra poured billions into this maiden flight. Anything goes wrong, our careers are over.
Absolutely, Captain. Miss Sierra is a perfectionist. We owe Miss Sierra a flawless show.
Look at you, sounding all motivated.
I hear Kingsley CEO Arthur is sitting in first class?
That's the business story of the decade.
I pull off this flight smooth, I can retire a happy man. Don't worry, Captain. Your retirement flight will go down in aviation history. Hydraulics check, course set, nice and sharp.
Been hitting the simulator, haven't you? With Miss Sierra and Mr. Arthur on board, we need to be at our absolute best.
Naturally. I promise to give Mrs. Sierra and Mr. Arthur a flight Mrs. Sierra and Mr. Arthur will never, ever forget.
Skies are clear for the first leg. Might hit some chop over open water later, but Miss Sierra doesn't tolerate surprises. You're absolutely right, Captain. Carter, you're talking kind of strange today. Just pumped up for the big flight, Captain.
You'll find out soon enough, Sierra. When this bird spins out of control at 40,000 feet, all Sierra's billions won't buy Sierra one extra second of life. Future Star, ready for takeoff.
Your new hires are getting sloppy. Crooky tie like that? Back when I was a chief attendant, a mistake like that got you grounded. Ma'am, your seat is 45B, towards the rear of the cabin. Hey! Get your filthy jacket off my seat! Do you have any idea what this dress costs? You couldn't afford it in your entire pathetic life. You've got issues, lady. If you're so rich, go buy a first-class ticket. Laugh it up, you economy class losers. Once I've got my money, every single one of you will be bowing at my feet. In my last life, spending every second trying to please Julian. But now, the skies are mine to conquer. I'm nobody's shadow anymore. I'm Sierra. I chart my own course.
What's on your mind, my queen? The press is already calling you a legend. Since we took off, Astor Aviation stock just jumped 20%.
I was just thinking, freedom tastes even better than I imagined.
They're more afraid of your power than your fame. Those stubborn old men at Kingsley who fought the merger all bowed their heads today. Some even called, begging to take you to dinner.
And what did you tell them?
I hung up.
Arthur, you're always protecting me. Everyone who tried to crush me, rivals in business, family that betrayed me, now all they can do is watch me soar from the ground.
They belong down in the mud. You were destined for the clouds. And this is just the beginning. I'll fly with you to the end of the earth. Whatever you want, it's yours. I'd lay the entire Kingsley empire at your feet if you asked.
What would I do with Kingsley Group? What I want is simple. Nobody and nothing gets to control my destiny ever again. That includes you, Arthur.
Then I'll always be your most devoted subject, Sierra. Sierra, it's my honor.
Enjoy while it lasts, Sierra. I'll never forgive either of you. Your boss going down with this plane.
What the hell is that? There shouldn't be any weather like this in this sector. That's a supercell thunderstorm. Massive hail, violent wind shear. We fly into that, this plane gets torn apart. Carter, pull up the alternate route. Request permission from tower to divert 50 nautical miles to the right. We have to go around now!
Captain, a sudden deviation that big will cause severe turbulence. Miss Sierra specifically ordered a flawless flight.
Are you insane? This isn't about turbulence. Look at that red on that radar. If we get caught in a violent upref, the wings will snap off like twigs. Flawless flight? We'll be dead!
Could just be some convection. Radar acts up sometimes.
Acting up?
You can't see the lightning flashing in that cloud mass? Carter, what is wrong with you today? Follow my orders. Input the alternate route right now.
Divert? You're so naive, Jack. I've sacrificed too much for this moment. Sierra's going to burn up in Sierra's own precious plane, along with Sierra's little boy's toy, Arthur.
Damn it! Comms are completely dead! Carter, override the autopilot, switch to the backup frequency, now!
Don't waste your energy, old man. The radar's working fine. Comms are working fine. They're just not answering to you anymore. This patch of ocean is the end of the line. Call up, Captain. Our little flight to hell is ready for departure.
Still nothing! Carter, stop sitting there and initiate emergency protocols! Forget the tower, manually input the coordinates for a hard right turn now! This airflow is insane, the wind shear alarm won't shut up! We stall any longer, get sucked into the eye of that storm, this plane and every soul on it is done! Miss Sierra and Mr. Arthur are in the back. Miss Sierra and Mr. Arthur absolutely cannot go down on this flight.
Captain, this is exactly when you need to keep a cool head. The autopilot's still fighting. We've got time to go around.
Cool head? I've been flying 30 years, and I've never seen a red cell this violent.
Christ, my hands won't stop shaking.
Just pull up the emergency landing coordinates.
Jack, calm down. Extreme weather scrambles signals all the time. It's temporary. You're under too much pressure. Here, drink some coffee. It'll steady your nerves. Leave the reroute to me. You just watch the attitude indicator. 30 seconds, I'll have the new course plugged in.
Fine. 30 seconds. Carter, thank God you're here today.
Once this nightmare's over, I'm personally recommending you to Mrs. Sierra. I promise.
A captain's recommendation? I don't want your seat. I want every last one of your lives.
This coffee, it tastes wrong. What?
Orders? Absolutely. I'm about to input the final coordinates.
A destination where none of Jack, Miss Sierra, and Mr. Arthur will survive!
Sweet dreams, old man. Everyone out there thought Julian was nothing. A punchline.
But look who's holding all the cards now! This plane and every miserable soul on it, your lives are in my hands! Surprised, Sierra. In the end, it's still me who holds your fate. You stripped me of everything, kicked me out like a stray dog, tried to lock me in a cell. You thought running off with that snake, Arthur, would erase me. You living in a fantasy. $1 billion empire? Queen of the skies? Inside this storm, your money and your power won't buy you a single second. Arthur swore he'd die for you, didn't he? Let's see it. I want to watch him crumble while you beg for mercy. Let's see that devoto lovesick act when death is staring him in the face. We couldn't be together in life, Sierra. Then we'll burn in hell together. You, me, Arthur, torn to pieces at 40,000 feet, scattered across the Pacific. Nothing left to bury. Nobody wins.
Don't be afraid. I've got you. Whatever happens, I'm your shield.
Arthur, let go. You don't even have your belt on. This turbulence will snap your spine.
Shut up and hold on tight.
We're accelerating. The engines are spooled up to takeoff thrust. This is wrong. This isn't a normal evasive maneuver for turbulence. If the system detected a storm this severe, the autopilot would initiate an immediate go-around or emergency landing. Listen to those engines. We're not decelerating. The angle of attack is being forced higher. Arthur, someone's locked the flight path from the cockpit. This isn't an autopilot glitch. It's a deliberate suicide dive straight into the storm.
That co-pilot we passed in the jetway, the way he moved. Damn it, I should have trusted my gut. Julian! No one but that lunatic would drag a plane full of people into his own grave.
It's useless! Once the cockpit door is deadlocked from inside, even a SWAT team with C4 can't blow it open.
I'm the captain. That's my cockpit. Find me anything to get that door open. I have to get in there and save everyone on this plane. Oxygen mask may deploy any second. All passengers, heads down, brace! Ma'am, sit down or this turbulence will kill you! Kill me? I'm not dying here! Security! Somebody restrain this crazy woman! Shut your mouth! What would you know, you cheap economy class trash? Ma'am, for your own safety, get back in your seat now. Safety? That bitch Sierra stole my husband. She stole my son, and now she's stealing my last chance? Get out of my way! Sierra! Show your face! Look at what you've done to me! Let me through! I need to find Sierra. One more person tries to stop me, and somebody's going to get hurt!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking, Julian.
Julian, it's actually him. He faked his way on board. He's locked himself in my cockpit.
That cockroach just won't stay dead. He had his chance to walk away, and this is what he chooses.
You recognize my voice, don't you, Sierra? I've waited a long time for this moment. Arthur gave you money and fame, so what? I'm giving you the grandest funeral at 40,000 feet.
Julian! Snap out of it! You've completely lost your mind. There are hundreds of innocent people on this plane. What happened to your duty as a pilot? Release the controls. Steer heading 270. This is your last chance to stand down and save yourself.
Pilot, I stopped being a pilot the day you destroyed me. You ripped away everything I had. You stole my wings. I'm not the captain now. I'm just the husband taking you home. Autopilot's fried. Flight controls are locked. This plane is heading straight into the heart of that storm. Listen up, Arthur. Your billion-dollar empire means nothing up here. The elevators, the engines, every soul on this plane is in the hands of the janitor you spit on. We're all flying into the red wall together.
Julian, you really think a locked door is gonna stop me? Or death? You're delusional.
Special shout out to my beloved wife Sierra in first class, and my dear friend Elena back in economy. God, I've missed you both. You took everything from me, my career, my reputation, even my right to fly. You crushed it all under your heels. Well, today I'm taking you all to a family reunion in hell. The storm is right ahead. Enjoy your last 10 minutes on Earth.
Julian, you psychotic bastard! You'd murder hundreds of innocent people just to get back at me?
Stay calm. Don't set him off. Right now we focus on breaching that cockpit and getting a signal to the ground. Comms are completely dead. Cockpit's sealed tight. We've lost all control of altitude and speed.
Julian! It's me you want, not them! Land the plane and we can talk. Don't take this any further.
Talk? Did you give me a chance to talk when you destroyed my life? 10 minutes, and we all burn. Nobody walks away.
No way. Julian? That monster? I was set up. The whole thing was a setup. There is no payoff. He tricked me onto this plane to die with him. You were trying to force your way to the front earlier. You're part of this. There was no billionaire, no money, nothing. It was all a lie. All of it.
A lie? You knew exactly what kind of danger we were in and you still pulled that stunt?
He didn't break me out of prison to save me. He just needed a pawn.
Willing to do anything for a payday. You got played, and you deserved every second of it.
I don't want to die. Not up here. I'm not supposed to be the one who pays.
We were just trying to get somewhere, and you ruined it all! You're a curse!
Julian, you psychopath! You absolute monster! You torched my escape route! Burned my whole life! I just wanted a second chance! I never wanted to die!
Too late for that. 2 lunatics got on this plane, and now the rest of us are going down with you.
It's over. Everything's over. We're all going to burn. You think locking a door means you get to play God with everyone's life, Julian? You think that puts you in control? You're dreaming.
Sierra, stay behind me. Getting my hands dirty is not your job.
Arthur, this is my plane. My crew. I finished this. You can't always be the one standing in front.
I don't care about protocol. I care about you not spilling a single drop of blood. You're not taking that risk.
In our last life, you took the hit for me. This time, I refuse to hide behind you forever. Julian is my past. I'm ending him myself.
I'll settle your past. I'll take out the trash. All you have to do is stay behind me and stay alive.
All of you, grab the axes. You've got 3 minutes to bust that door open. Not 1 second longer. If that door doesn't come down, every one of us is going down with this plane. The second it cracks open, I'm going in there to snap Julian's neck with my bare hands. Nobody stop me!
Julian, I swear on my life, you are not hurting any more innocent passengers. You're done destroying our lives.
Julian! Face me, you coward! Stop hiding behind that door! When I get in there, I'm turning you into dust!
Keep swinging, Arthur. Hit it as hard as you want. That door is military-grade alloy. You'll break both your arms before you put a dent in it.
Damn it! He's locked the dive angle. He doesn't want to crash into the ocean. He's trying to overstress the airform until it rips apart midair. At this descent rate, the wings will steer off in less than 3 minutes. We're all dead.
Stop struggling, Sierra. All that flying expertise is useless. I'm holding the only switch that matters on this entire plane.
Arthur, stop! The lock isn't the target. You're wasting time.
We don't get this door open, we crash!
He's activated the pneumatic seal. Smashing the lock won't do anything. The electromagnetic deadbolt is auto-locked. Go for the force exhaust vent at the bottom. Now, pierce that vent and the cabin pressure differential will collapse instantly. Once the pressure balance breaks, the maglock triggers an emergency release and the door pops open. It's our only shot.
It's pointless. Nothing you do matters. I'm not giving you a single chance to turn this around. Nobody stops me from taking every last one of you to hell.
Got it!
Don't get too comfortable, Julian. My family helped design this plane's core security protocol. You thought hacking the FMC gave you total control? You forgot one thing. Every single line of code running through this aircraft was originally written by an Aster.
Don't say I didn't give you a chance. You chose this.
Activating master override. Astor shield.
Cracking the code? Keep dreaming, Sierra. This isn't your little lap.
I've got the plane in my fist, and death is closing in by the second!
Let's see who's faster. Your fingers on that screen.
Or me locking you out from the inside.
Altitude, 3,000. Pull up, pull up, pull up.
Sierra, clock's ticking. Less than 60 seconds before we slam into the ocean. Whatever you've got, end him now. We're out of time.
He's been blocking every logical exploit, intercepting my commands at every turn. But for all his scheming, he missed one thing. Buried in the physical layer of this system is a one-way overflow channel. You want to burn it all down, Julian? Fine. I'll torch your command line myself and sever every single control you have.
Ten, 9.
The VIP ticket, the money, all of it was a lie. Julian, you bastard. This isn't a rescue, this is a death sentence. I don't want to die. Please, someone help me. Pull me up. I don't want to die.
Don't touch me. You brought this lunatic down on all of us. Get away.
You'd sell your soul for $1, and now you want mercy? Too late. You made this bed.
Please, you're a flight attendant. You have to help me. I'm begging you, do something.
You charged the cockpit when we told you to sit down. Nobody could stop you. And now, nobody can save you.
I was wrong. I admit it. I was greedy. I trusted Julian.
Your guilt doesn't fix anything. Your greed dragged every one of us into this nightmare.
5.
It's gone. My money, my future, everything.
No, impossible! I locked the whole system down! How did you break through? How did you get in here?
You really believed hacking the surface-level FMC gave you absolute power over this aircraft?
Julian, you can pull a lever, but you never understood the soul of this machine. The ultimate override I buried in this system was designed to ensure no madman ever wins.
That cockpit was mine! That life was mine! You destroyed everything! And you think I had no right to revenge?
Revenge? You're slaughtering hundreds of innocent people. That's not justice. That's insanity.
I've completely severed every flight control permission you had. The plane is out of your hands. I'm giving you one last chance to stop. Not out of fear, out of dignity. Don't burn your final bridge. Don't let a lifetime of obsession end in a meaningless, pathetic wreck.
I don't need forgiveness! I want you all dead!
Anyone who gets in my way dies!
Your apocalypse just walked through the door.
You sick, twisted piece of filth! You wanted to die? Fine. But you touched Sierra. I'll make sure there's not enough left of you to bury! You're a snake, Julian! Crawling out of the gutter to strike at the one thing I care about. Who gave you the nerve to test me?
Fire. Engine 2 fire.
Immediate action required. Altitude dropping rapidly.
Too late, Arthur. Killing me now changes nothing. Look at that altimeter. Gravity doesn't care about your money. The ocean doesn't care about your empire. Sierra, queen of the skies, mistress of the universe, let's see you fly now. Grab your precious Arthur and burn in hell beside me. The three of us, together forever. Nobody survives! Ah!
Death was never my fate, Julian. It was always yours. You want to take this whole plane down with you? Too bad. I will fight with everything I have to save every soul on board.
Arthur! Tie Julian down! Don't let Julian anywhere near a single switch!
Don't worry! Julian won't move a finger. The rest of Julian's miserable life starts in a cage.
Arthur, strap in. We're in the deep end now. Hydraulics are failing. We're flying this thing on muscle and nerve.
Just fly, Sierra. As long as I'm breathing, this plane stays together. I'll bear every ounce of pressure. I'm your last line of defense.
Keep the thrust steady. Don't chase the turbulence. Every move you make gives these people a chance to live.
Copy that. I'm locked in with you. Every motion.
Attention all passengers, this is Captain Sierra Astor. I have officially assumed full command of this aircraft. The hijacker Julian has been subdued and neutralized. All passengers, return to your seats immediately. Fasten your seatbelts. Brace position, heads down. Brace for a hard water landing. Follow all crew instructions. Do not panic.
Sierra, we're dropping too fast. 2,000 feet. We don't pull up now. We never will.
You were wrong, Julian. You wanted mutual destruction. I want full survival. And you're gonna watch me win.
Correcting drift, forcing us onto the glide slope.
Copy.
Stabilize thrust on engine 1.
Thrust locked. She's all yours. That's impossible. I couldn't even hold this thing steady.
Sierra, when the hell did you learn all this?
While you were off vacationing with Elena, I was studying the flight control architecture of this aircraft. While you were burning through my family's money, I was at flight school earning my all-weather license.
No. You used to stare at flight logs like they were written in a foreign language. Shut your mouth! She acted clueless to protect your fragile ego. Where do you think your star captain reputation came from?
What do you mean?
Before every takeoff, those correction notes tucked into your flight logs are what kept you alive. You never understood me, Julian.
I was wrong. So completely wrong. All those strategies that made me a star captain were revised by her late at night, and I treated her like worthless trash.
Arthur, brace for wind streak. We're punching through.
Ready, Captain. Sierra! Barometric altimeter's dead. Altitude readings are bouncing all over the place. Descent rate 4,000 feet per minute. We're going in the water.
Kill the alarms. They're too loud. I can't think.
Are you insane? That's the terrain proximity warning.
I said kill them. Now.
700 feet. Standard procedure calls for maximum thrust at this airflow.
The manual was written for ordinary pilots. Follow that dogma and the wing snap in 3 seconds from metal fatigue.
What are you doing? A dive will slam into the ocean even faster.
Arthur, listen to me. Cut thrust to 1/3. Deploy all speed breakers.
That defies every law of aerodynamics.
Follow my lead. Brace for lateral impact. We're slicing into the wind streak's blind spot.
Speed brakes armed. Thrust pulling back. Sierra, this is one hell of a gamble.
I don't gamble. I rewrite the odds.
Bank angle's extreme.
Hold it! Let the airflow slide right under the belly.
No way. You're riding the downdraft like a slide?
Now! Arthur, full thrust. Give me everything.
Engines at max, exceeding red line. I've got updrive. That angle. Pushing the airframe to its absolute limit. That's not piloting.
Don't call it something so prude. Look closely, Julian. The sky only bows to its queen.
Sierra! Ailers are completely unresponsive. Hydraulic pressure is collapsing. The right wing airflow has gone chaotic. We're rolling into a death spiral.
If the Ailers won't obey, we'll steer with thrust.
You want to force a course correction using asymmetric thrust? The airframe can't handle that kind of torque. The main span will snap. You're insane.
This isn't your personal air show! That maneuver has 0 chance!
Arthur, max thrust on the left engine. Cut the right to idle. Do it!
Copy!
Keep that rudder steady.
This can't be. How are you maintaining center of gravity?
All you ever saw were manuals and numbers, Julian. You'd never understand.
But that level of coordination, you're not even talking to each other.
Because in this cockpit, we move in perfect sync. No words needed. This machine is an extension of our bodies.
Looks like the man upstairs isn't done with his plane yet.
He doesn't get a say.
Arthur, hold this heading. We're breaking out.
As you command, my queen.
Altitude 1,000. 800, 500. Arthur, hold down the hydraulic lever. System 2 is about to collapse.
Pressure is dropping. Hydraulic oil temperature is too high. Sierra, we don't have enough lift. We're still going down. It's useless. The elevators are jammed. We're all going to be scrap metal in this ocean.
Arthur, divert all remaining power to the elevator assist system.
We'll lose tail stability.
Do it or we die! Now, follow my command! Now! 3, 2, 1, pull up!
Get up there! The wings will snap! This is impossible! We caught the airflow! Speed is recovering! V2 achieved! We made it through.
Check the altimeter.
Positive climb rate, 6,000 feet, stabilized. Radar shows clear airspace ahead. This can't be happening. We actually made it through.
If you had let go just now, we would have been done for.
I told you. Wherever you go, I go.
Arthur, we are back.
Check autopilot. Notify the tower.
Copy that.
It stopped! The shaking stopped! We're alive! Look out the window! It's the sun! We made it through!
Attention all passengers. This is Captain Sierra. We have completely cleared the turbulence. The aircraft is currently stable.
Take the captain.
Cabin crew, please check the injured immediately. Please remain calm. We will bring everyone home.
That Sierra is amazing!
Shouldn't be her. How could she be the one who saved me?
Is this the crazy woman who caused the chaos at the critical moment?
Mayday Control Tower, we have cleared the storm cell, but we have lost hydraulics to the right landing gear.
Roger, runway is clear. Emergency vehicles are standing by, laying fire retardant foam. Report remaining fuel.
Fuel remaining 4 tons. I am proceeding with a gear-up emergency landing.
Sierra, I believe in you. You have to believe in yourself too. The whole world is watching you land right now.
Arthur, watch closely.
"200 feet! Airspeed 130 knots! Sierra, the landing gear bay doors are jammed. No lock confirmation."
If it won't come down, we'll push it back up. Retract all landing gear.
Copy. Gear up. We're gonna surf on the foam.
It's the only way out. Arthur, grab the number 1 and 3 thrust reversers. Max them out the second we touch down. No hesitation.
I'm ready. Sierra, your life is in my hands. And my life is yours to command.
Good. Even if this plane breaks apart, we keep it on the center line. Touchdown zone! Hold the nose attitude! Don't let it cartwheel!
Drifting 5 degrees! Correcting! Sierra, the lateral balance is breaking!
Thrust reversers! Deploy maximum!
Maximum reverse! Stop this thing!
Stop this thing.
Sierra, you did it. You saved everyone.
And saved you too.
You're bleeding.
I'm fine. What matters now is that the black box has recorded everything Julian said while cutting the backup power.
Is Julian still alive?
Barely. But for Julian, waking up will be the start of the nightmare. The FBI and my legal team are already waiting outside. But the moment these doors open, you'll be the miracle that saved 300 passengers. This airspace belongs to you again.
I don't believe in miracles, Arthur. I only believe in the control column in my hands. Julian, you tried so hard to drag me into the abyss, but I made it out.
Honey, Sierra, have you come to pick me up? I'm hungry. I want some coffee you made.
Trying to fake insanity at a time like this? It's far too late for that.
He's not faking. His ambition simply couldn't sustain his fear.
Take him away. All the evidence is verbal confession on the black box has been synced to Horde quarters.
Julian, you are suspected of endangering public safety and multiple counts of attempted murder. You can eat your meals in prison for the rest of your life. Move!
Get a close-up! This is a disgrace to the aviation industry!
Stop taking pictures! Get away from me!
From the moment she stepped onto this plane, she sealed her own fate. It's a makely about Erna.
Now, the world's headlines belong to only one name. Yours, Sierra. Are you ready?
I don't care about headlines.
I thought I was really gonna lose you. I even planned how I'd find you in hell.
Arthur, I told you I'd bring you down safely.
You won, Sierra. The sky is yours. So am I. The whole world just witnessed your heroic feat, but I don't want to be just another passenger.
Captain, you've saved everyone. Now, will you make me official?
Make you official? Arthur, are you sure you want the whole world to know that you are mine?
It would be my greatest honor, as long as I can stay by your side.
Arthur, I want all of you.
We interrupt with breaking news. The verdict is in for the high-profile Future Star hijacking case. The ringleader, Julian, has been sentenced to life imprisonment on multiple counts, including endangering...
I'm the captain. Sierra, make me some coffee. We're the celebrity couple.
Sierra, from my past life to this one, you finally belong to me completely. I've waited 2 lifetimes for my deity. Sierra, I love you.